Up at 6 a.m. and we are headed down to the clubhouse. Big weekend ahead of us. Having our big party for Bring It Home. If you don't know, we are breaking the world record for the longest parade of Harley Davidsons. Right now we've got over 2,800 motorcycles pre-registered. That is, well, quite a bit more than the current world record in itself, which is held by Greece and is 2,404 motorcycles. So if everybody that pre-registered just showed up, we are going to break this record. This campground is also going to have the most people in it I've ever had. My team and myself are running crazy trying to be ready for everyone. See, the thing is we are all kind of new to this campground business. I don't really know a lot about it. For those of you who don't know, my campground is the K River. It's the K River Campground. It's in Moyers, Oklahoma. It's in the Kiamichi Mountains along the Kiamichi River, and it's a motorcycle campground, but we also have canoeing, kayaking, outfitting up and down the river. We've got ATV trails and side-by-side trails out into the woods. Just have a lot of fun out here. It is becoming quite the beast, and it's a huge learning process for me. I've, like I said, never done this before, so I'm hoping to have it ready for everybody. We're right now headed to a meeting where we're going to talk about everything that we need to get done in this very long day leading up to this party. And then I'm going to try to get my Harley Davidson running, my Warhorse if you will. It's first Harley to ride to every dealership in the country. I haven't had it running in a couple years, it's just been on display. So I'm going to try to get that running because I am going to lead this parade on that old Warhorse. Let's get into the clubhouse and meet the staff, get this meeting rolling. All right, so we are in the clubhouse. We are about to hold a meeting of the minds. Cheryl, Roanna, where are you guys running off to?
We're running away.
What are you running away for?
We're going outside, have our coffee.
I think we should have the meeting in here.
Hey everyone.
Well, you got the damn camera in here. I came to a meeting.
This is a recorded meeting. Daryl, you can't swear on camera. The meeting is done, and the most important part of the day starts now. Step number one, getting all the luggage off this bike, putting a battery in it, and seeing if it will even fire. Breathing life back into my old Warhorse so we can break another record together. I used to load and unload this bike every single day for 2 years, every morning and every night. See if I still remember. I always kept an extra quart of oil stuffed in there. The Warhorse tends to bleed a little. This was a custom made rack because you see how concave this seat is? So my luggage used to slide off one side or the other. So a buddy of mine built this for me, and we just set it right on there, and that way my luggage can sit on it. That's why it's so important with my new ASR seat that it's got a flat back seat. That battery doesn't look too bad. Hopefully it'll be under warranty. Alright, get some wrenches. Oh, I don't know if that is going to be what I need. Cheryl, your toolkit's a little lacking here, sweetheart. I know what I'm getting Cheryl for Christmas. We're going to upgrade her toolkit. All right, having the right tools is always important. I got my tool set this time. There we go. 7/16. Boy, they didn't want that battery to come out. Definitely stuck that in there tight enough. Yeah. This is negative. I would see if it starts before I put this on normally, but starter button's a little weird and I gotta sit on it to start it. I'm gonna ground out my chain and the battery. We got power, we're in neutral.
Oh, babe.
Yeah. Old Faithful, baby. Alright, let's get it down and change the oil. Time to give my girl a little love. Get this oil changed. Be back on the Warhorse. That's it, buddy. That's it, Scooter. One interesting thing about Scooter is he's about the exact same height as a quart of oil. Maybe you're a little shorter, Scooter. The oil might be actually taller. I don't know. It's close. We have to break out the tape. All right, so we're just gonna get some fresh oil in this. Fresh filter. Check the gas, because the gas has been in there for a while. And check that tire pressure, and then it should be ready to ride. It should be ready to break some records. Huh, Scoot? You ready to break some records? Huh? You're such a good boy. Hey, you ready to get back to your little girl? You ready to ride the Warhorse? You're such a good boy. You ready to get the deed done? You ready to do the deed? You wanna watch that for me? Let's see here. Yes, we are done draining the Scooter. I don't know if I have the miles on this bike that would require an oil change, like 5,000 miles, but the oil actually looks still fairly fresh. You know, when you leave it sitting for that long, I'd sooner just change it. Listen, it's better to change it than to have an issue in the middle of this world record parade. So I'm taking no chances. Gonna get it done. Get some fresh oil in her, fresh battery in her. Look at it. It's actually kind of dark. We'll just cinch this down. We'll change that filter, put some air in it, and then we'll take her for a test ride. Now to see if we can get this oil filter off. Hopefully somebody put a little oil on it. We're gonna see what kind of condition it's in. That's you, Scooter. Scooter, he doesn't like other dogs. He's not real dog friendly. In fact, he really likes to fight. He just doesn't win much. He's a traditional biker, man. Grumpy, don't want nobody else on his bike. Huh, Scoot. They make these so it's so hard to get your hand on them. All right, I'm gonna get something. The garage is a mess. No time to clean it. After this parade, I'm gonna take a week off of YouTube, y'all. And I'm gonna get my life back in order. No oil wrench. I mean, I got an old school ghetto way to do it. What I'm doing is I'm driving the screwdriver through the oil filter. And I'm gonna use it as a leverage point. This is really bad for a couple reasons, but at the end of the day, the bike's leaning this way. Any debris I knock in there is going to be sitting in the filter, not going back into the engine. And it's going to give me leverage to get this old filter off and put a new one on. It's just enough to break it free. And then you got to hope that that was enough to actually spin it by hand. Or you do it again. Or you just take the time to get a wrench or bring it to your dealership and they'll do it for you. That, my friends, is a completely ghetto way to take off your oil filter. And I'm sure 100 people will tell me how you shouldn't do it this way, and they're all correct. And that is it. It is free. Oil filter is removed. So after this world record, the last thing I'm gonna try to do is get Galveston, the Lone Star Rally in Texas, and then I'm getting surgery on that shoulder. Just don't have the grip in my hand that I used to. Now we put on a fresh oil filter, fill it back up with oil, fire it up, check our levels, we take it for a ride. Chrome? Oh man, come on boys. It's like you didn't even know what the Warhorse was. Chrome on the Warhorse. This is all. Doing this will make it easier to take off next time. Cannot believe I'm putting a chrome oil filter on the Warhorse. Now, fill her with oil. So oil changes are really something you really can do yourself. You know, as long as you document everything that you're doing, it's something that every one of you out there should be able to do. I'm sure some of you are laughing because you rebuild complete motors, but some of you out there have never changed your own oil. And the reality is it's that simple. You take a bolt out of the bottom, you unplug it, you drain the oil, you remove the filter, you replace the oil, and you replace the filter. That's the extent of it. How about Scooter barking at that dog? That was pretty funny. Scooter, you knucklehead. I think we're gonna add that extra half a quart. And she should be good. Now we're checking the tire pressure because, well, she's been sitting a long time. I can see the back tire's low. I'm gonna put it right about 35. There we go, 35 front and back. Oil changed. I think she's ready to go. I'm gonna take her for a quick test ride. You wanna ride with me? Huh? There you go. Go ahead, partner. Yeah, just like the old times. Now we're not gonna throw all the luggage on right now. We're just gonna take it up the road and back and see how it rides. Yeah, she rides like the old hog that she is. But it's enough to break the record, I'll tell you that. I sure do miss this bike. I am more than excited. I got the Warhorse back running. We're gonna put her on the road. We're gonna break this world record together. Me and this girl been through a lot. It means a lot to me to be able to break this world record with all of you and her. And everybody kept telling me, oh man, you need to get it checked out. I said, listen, I put a battery in that girl, she'll fire. She did, man. This thing is called the Warhorse for a reason. It just doesn't quit. I'm gonna get my gear loaded back up on it and get ready. We've got like 100 campers coming in today, like 200 campers coming in tomorrow. This place is gonna be jam-packed of a good time. Listen, we've got Lincoln Durham playing Friday night. We've got Gavin Fax playing Saturday night after we break this world record. Campground's gonna be banging. Full booze bar, beer, and a bunch of really, really good people. So come on out and join us for this weekend. Tomorrow, I'll take you around and show you some of the progress we've made on the camp and introduce you to some of the people that have been helping us this last week. Because thank you to all those people, every one of you, the people that are on our team and all the people who just showed up this weekend. Thank you all so much for all your help trying to get this ready. You know, I'm still new at the campground thing and I'm still learning. But we're doing our best. I hope we're able to do right by everybody who's entrusted their vacation time to come here and break this world record with me. I really do hope we can do right by y'all. I hope y'all enjoy your time out here, those who came. And those of you that haven't made it or can't make it, we know you're here in spirit. And for all of you all across other countries that are tuning in and watching this, we thank you for your support as well. This is where I sign off. Just know this is our 4th attempt at breaking this world record. It's scary, but with pre-registrations like 2,800 already, I feel very confident. I think we are gonna bring it home 2019. We'll see y'all with Paris, Texas, Law Tigers, and everybody that shows up. The rest of you, we'll see you online. We'll talk to you tomorrow.